A couple of weeks ago, I did the massive thing about going into a new MMORPG, something I haven't done in a long time. That video was more so a video about an impression, about what I thought about playing Final Fantasy 14 and being a new player in Final Fantasy 14. Ever since then, I put about 109 hours into the game right now. And so this video isn't anything special. It's just a video about me just gushing over this game. Because as the comment sections, as the thumbnail said, I love this game. They finally did it. So as someone who doesn't usually play MMORPGs or who hasn't played in a long time, coming into Final Fantasy 14, I knew I was going to like this game just for the sole sake that it's a Final Fantasy game. And me being a newer Final Fantasy fan, I didn't grow up with that. I grew up with Final Fantasy, but I haven't played all the older titles. So I think my Final Fantasy journey, which is crazy, probably started from 13. And most people would consider 13 upwards not to be the best version of Final Fantasy. But I think for someone like me, I enjoyed 13, loved 15, loved 16, played a bit of 12, played a bit of 10, played a bit of 9, and now I'm playing 14. And one thing I can say about this game is I absolutely love this game. Now, in the previous video I made, which talks about my experience as a Sprout in Final Fantasy 14, I am still a Sprout currently, even with over 100 hours into this game. I would say that a lot of the things I did mention in that video are still valid and are still true, but I think there's more to be said about this. At the point in time when I was making this video, I also thought, hey, I might as well make a review. But at the same time, like, I don't know if I can actually review Final Fantasy 14 online, A Realm Reborn. And the reason why I say so has more to do with what the game represents. There is this thing in MMORPGs whereby people make a particular RPG they make it everything they stand for. And while I don't think that's very healthy, I do understand where that's coming from. I do understand why people have that relationship with certain games. And so with the Final Fantasy 14, a game based on the Final Fantasy franchise and has a lot of things with it, I do understand why people love this game, and I think I am one of them. And I think it's very easy for me to say I'm absolutely in love with this game. Yes, A Realm Reborn started off slow, but you get into A Realm Reborn patch maybe 2.4, 2.5 when shit really goes down. And if you know what I mean, you probably know what I'm talking about. Where shit really goes down with Final Fantasy 14 and Realm Reborn, going into Heaven's Ward. I enjoyed Heaven's Ward for what it was. I liked Heaven's Ward, although the land of Karthus or Ishgard in general is very gloomy, it's very grim. It reminds me of very Victorian, no, Arthurian, Romanian, medieval England times, and it's like this is grey, but the plots, the political machinations, which is one major thing I love about this game. There isn't any focus with this video, it's just me just gushing about this game. I love politics in my video games as long as the video game is fun. I love politics in my anime. It's why Code Geass for me is one of the best animes of all time. It's why Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which is very similar to essentially what is going on with Alamigo in Final Fantasy 14, is why I love these games. I love games and I love media that has a lot of political machinations, a lot of political intrigue and conspiracy, and it's coming into full force with a game that has compelling combats, that has a compelling narrative, that has compelling characters like Thancred, characters like Ishtola, who apparently Ishtola is everyone's bae now, especially with Minfilia. Look, I'm not going to go into the story because I might spoil it for you guys. If you guys haven't played it, hopefully I don't spoil anything, but you fall in love with certain characters, Papalimo, Ida, but if you know, you know, Ishtola, Thancred, Rahati, that's my dog, Emeric, Hoshafon, that's my, oh, I can't see what happens. No, it's crazy how me coming into this game, and I do recall everyone kept on telling me that, hey, you will fall in love with the characters in this game, you will fall in love with the narrative, you will fall in love with the world of Eorzea. And I was like, maybe not. I was like, okay, I kind of see where everyone is going now. I kind of see where everything is getting to. And for me right now, where I'm currently at in the game, so I'm currently in the Stormblood expansion. I'm not going to say how you get to Stormblood expansion, but if you play the game, you already know what happens in Stormblood, what happens before you get into Stormblood, and then what's going to happen after. I'm still very early on into Stormblood. I literally just started the expansion right now. So, and I'm still within my 30-day free trial. Well, it's not a free trial, I got the complete edition, but you have a 30-day period where you can play the game for 30 days without the subscription. I'm probably going to pay for the sub once I'm done with Metroid Prime 4, once that comes out next week, because I'll probably take like a slight break from Final Fantasy 14. I know people stop playing the game when they get to Stormblood. I'm still going to come back, but I'm going to take a break. Not necessarily a break, I'm going to play something else and then come back to it because I've been waiting for Metroid Prime 4 throughout the whole of the year. But Final Fantasy 14 Online is a game that represents a lot of things to people. It's a community. Like literally the first time, somebody in my comment section, I've forgotten her name, I think it's Dancer Fantasy Girl or whatsoever, she said in the comment section that once you get tired of Final Fantasy 14, if you feel like you're getting tired when playing the game, you could easily, there are other things you could do that isn't necessarily part of the narrative, but that there are systems in the game that help you overcome boredom. And just yesterday, while I was in Gridania, there was a band concert going around with, you have bards and you have people dancing, and obviously they were I think most of them were sprouts. I think it was like a group of people who were just playing, and I'm like, this is why I love this game. This right here is why I love this game. Now, granted, when it comes to like community building, when people talk about toxicity in communities, I'm pretty sure there is going to be some level of toxicity in a game like Final Fantasy 14. It will exist. It's an online multiplayer game. It's definitely going to happen. I'm just saying that I haven't come across anyone being so arrogant or being so obnoxious to me, but I wish I did, because if I knew I did, I would have slapped some bitch ass. You know, that's the crazy side of me coming out. But regardless of what I'm about to say, I think at the same time, I'm just gushing, so there's no focus of this video. Bear with me. If you love Final Fantasy 14, if you've been interested in Final Fantasy 14, hopefully this video makes sense. If someone was to ask me right now, Senzu, would you recommend Final Fantasy 14 to play? As much as I want to say yes, there's going to be a lot of questions I'm going to have to ask that person before I can say yes. So, do you have the time commitment to put into Final Fantasy 14? Because the game only gets good 50 hours in. The game gets okay 50 hours in. It gets good when you're about like that 60, 70 hour mark. It's getting, especially people are saying Stormblood is a very good expansion. For me, I like the whole concept of what the expansion is about. Like I said, I'm all into for political machinations when it comes to like my media. So I'm probably not going to hate it as much as other people did. But at the same time, would I recommend Final Fantasy 14 to just anyone? I wouldn't recommend it to just anyone. I recommend it to someone who's looking for a world to get lost into. Someone who is very very accepting of a story that takes some time to get going. It's a slow burn. I would definitely recommend it to that person. As a dragoon, especially playing as a dragoon when going through Heaven's Ward, because if you know with a dragoon, you're fighting with the dragons. I ain't going to spoil, like I said, but hey, I enjoyed making this video. I enjoyed talking about Final Fantasy 14. I love this game. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. All my links on my social media channels in the description box down below. Thanks for watching the video. And before you do leave, I will put, this is going to be the video that's talking about my first experience in Final Fantasy 14. I do recommend you guys watch this video because this video is way more educative. This particular video is just more so me just blurbing about how much I actually enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching the video. Hope to hear from you soon. I'm going to see you on the next one. Stay active. Love you all. Peace.